as you're building this business, one of the things that I really encourage that you do is have fun. Because in all honesty, I watch too many people get too uptight about this. They get too serious. And when they get so serious, they scare people away. Not only prospects, but people in their own group, right? Because of the fact that they've just gotten themselves so uptight with it. Be focused, but have fun, right? And learn to laugh at yourself. If you really make a big boo-boo, like you really mess up big time, go away and have a laugh about it, right? Don't get yourself so wound up and upset about what happened. Go away and have a good laugh. I mean, one of the things that I enjoy is when I get around with a lot of the leaders is when we sit and talk about funny meetings that we've had. Now, at the time, it wasn't necessarily funny at the time, but when you walk away and you talk, you have a laugh, right? Because that's part of building a team as you grow. And I encourage you to make sure that as you go out and do things, you have relationships and you are a part of a team. And through the process of putting the business together, we, like a lot of all these guys and people like Tom and Karen, Bert and Terry, all of us have done those basic things we talked about before, that pattern and system, consistently showing the plan. I know I sat down when we went diamond in I think it was the 38th month in the business we qualified diamond, and I went back over my diary, and for 37 consecutive months, we averaged 25 plans a month consistently for 37 consecutive months. And other people go, oh, wow. I said, no, that's no big deal. I mean, I was going to work 22 days a month for someone else every month for 11 years up until the point I got in this business. That was hard. Doing 25 plans a month in my own business was easy. Does everyone understand the difference in the thinking process? See, if you look at 25 plans a month, that's hard, then look at what you do today. And I watch what a lot of people do in their workplace and think, now that's hard, what they do. And when you look at the return, and let's look at a platinum business of a return of about 40,000 plus, depending on structure. It's really interesting. We mainly spend our time in the business between Australia and New Zealand. And this last year, as a lifestyle investment, we bought a bed and breakfast business down in the Hawke's Bay area of New Zealand, which is the wine country of New Zealand on the east coast. And Anna's sister's over there running that bed and breakfast. It's on 14 acres. It's a beautiful old 1900 Federation home on 2 acres of English gardens around it and 5 bedrooms and all this. Now, that investment costs us in excess of $750,000 to set up, and the return that it makes is about what a platinum business would make as an income per month. Now, in a platinum business, you invest a couple of $100s, a bit of petrol, a few phone calls, and some education materials, and you'll get a return equivalent to what, now sure there's an asset there, but as far as a cash flow goes, it's the equivalent of what was $750,000 invested. And I know people who've invested more than that into businesses and the return has been zero because it went bust, right? With all the heartache and stress that goes with that when that happens in a business. Whereas in this, no one's going to come and take it away from you. No one's going to sack you, right? You don't have to put up your house as a guarantee against anything. It's your own business. The key with this is nothing happens until you drive it forward. And to drive it forward, you've got to have a dream or a goal or a reason to do that. As Anna said, we're in the process of building our home at the moment, and it is exciting to see something that we've basically designed from the ground up. It's no often any plan. It's been designed with the two of us and our architect over the last 3+ years in the design. In fact, we've spent I think it was $85,000 with the architect before we even dug a hole. And to see it starting to come together now, I mean, it is a dream come true for us because we've designed the house with everything we wanted in a home. Now, a lot of people said, because the house we were living in before we started this project, been living in for 11 years as a diamond in the bit. In fact, it was from when we were an executive diamond. So we'd been in that place for 11 years and hadn't done a thing to it. And I know people used to think, gee, if you guys, how come, like, the home was okay, it was on, nice area and everything, but never did a thing to it. And the reason being is because that was not part of our goal, right? Part of our goal was I went on through an investment strategy over a period of 12 years to get to the point now where we can build a home of this value and size without having to worry about the financial side of putting ourselves in debt to do it. And that was part of a long-term planning aspect of our dream. So the important thing is know what it is. The business is a great cash flow source, without a doubt, because of the way it works with the overheads. But it's funny, on Friday we had a meeting at the house with the heating guy, the electrician, the audio-visual guy, the builder and the architect. And because we're doing some things, we're doing this house, it's quite a big home, and it's high 11-foot ceilings, and we're doing radiant ceiling heating. So you don't actually, with the heating system, there's no blowing in, you don't see anything, it's all in the roof. And he's working there's 3 air conditioning systems and 7 zones in this place. So you've got the thermostats for the air conditioning, the thermostats for the heating, and then we've got the guy, everything's done on what they call C-bus. So every power point and light in the whole house can be controlled any way you want it controlled, from either a mobile phone, a computer, or a button around the house, or an infrared controller. You can walk around the house and control any room. You can have a CD playing, you can, in the rooms where there's TV, you can have a satellite channel, you can have a video, a DVD or whatever, and it's all done infrared control, so you don't see any electronic equipment in the house at all. It's all in one AV room, which has no windows, just a door, closed, and an air conditioning system in there. Who'd like to have that in their house with a theatre? And so this has been fun going around, because trying to get all these guys on the same page with how all that's going to work. But it is going to be exciting, because the system itself will be fantastic with what it can do, because with what they call C-bus, you can program it to do anything you want, as long as it's got either a light or a PowerPoint. But the great thing is designing and building what you want. Now, the reason I tell you that is, for you, what is it you're developing this business for? What's your hot button? Because once you start to get that figured out and make an emotional commitment to your dream or goal, then the business becomes a lot easier, because you don't allow yourself to get distracted as you go forward. And the thing that distracts people in this business is not what you have to do, right? It's the emotional side of people either saying no or letting you down. And if you can guard against that discouragement, it makes it so much easier to be successful, all right? It happens to all of us, whether it's the emeralds or diamonds, whether it's Anna or myself, whether it's your upline, all of us have things that discourage us. We have people that let us down, we have people who say no, we have plans that are duds. But the thing about that is, that's business. Whether it be this business or some other business or a job, that's how it works. The key is, whatever you do, whether you do this or something else, you are going to have to work at something. The key thing is looking, if I succeed, what's the reward? And see, I looked at in my job, I could succeed, but the reward was a paycheck. When I looked at this business and I looked at the lifestyle that the diamonds had, that I heard on tapes and through the profiles, and I said, if I succeed at this is the reward, then there was no argument for me, because in my job, at some point in time, it was going to be a dead end, because it wasn't my business. So at some point in time, it was going to finish, and then I will have accumulated nothing, because it's not my business. At least with this, I knew if I put the effort in and develop a business and help people succeed at it, I actually have built and developed something that keeps going on beyond me. And that's a really unique situation with this business. And my encouragement to you is that it is worth doing, and it is worth doing well because of the lifestyle that you can create. You know, just to be able to do, like Anna was saying, to be able to take off and go up to the Whitsundays or head over to Phuket or to London, I mean, that to me is a dream come true. You know, for me to be able to get out, and if I want to go out for 3 or 4 hours riding on my bike during the day, I can do that without having to worry about being back or reporting to somebody. To me, that was my dream. That's exactly why I built the business, to have the time to be able to pursue and do exactly what we wanted to do. So hopefully what we've shared somewhere along the night tonight will, if it helps one person in the room, it's been worth it. Absolutely 100% worth it. Because it is a great business. You're in business with a great group of people through the IDA system. The leadership team is strong. But the key thing is, and the message I want to leave you with, is that it is worth doing, and it is worth doing well. And focus on the rewards for the work done, not the work itself, because that has to be done. You can't get around that. And we look forward to seeing you guys at Leadership.